Hey guys, it's Abby Ichter here with my A-List. I'm going to be doing a tutorial today on some of the new products I've been receiving through PR with Becca Cosmetics. And I have a lot to cover today: foundations, concealers, highlighters, lip gloss, all the fun. And so keep watching and I'm going to go through a lot right now. Alright, to start, I am pretty much barefaced. I have no foundation on, as you can see, all the beautiful imperfections. The 24-hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation. This came out a couple months ago. This is actually not a new foundation, but they did a repackaging, which it's really beautiful packaging. And then they also came out with more shades. Let's see how many more shades. 5 new shades, new enhanced look, same incredible long wearing formula. This is like all the shades right here. From the lightest to the darkest, we have everything. And I have been using this foundation for a couple months. And like I said, this was something I got like the longest ago, so I'm really behind. I think I got this in May. This is like the most overwhelming PR package I've ever received. This is insane. Yeah, this is huge. And my biggest fear is that I'll drop this on hardwood floor. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how terrible that would be? When people come to my house and they're like, oh, you do makeup? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm not that serious. Like, yeah, I really like makeup. I've used this on many different skin types, and so I love it. It's not drying. Usually like full coverage foundations can be very drying, and you know, halfway through the day you'll start flaking, or sometimes like they'll oxidize. I don't know. It's just a lot of full coverage foundations, they have like all the wear that you could ever want, but then there's a lot of cons to them. So it's not super matte and it's not dewy. I think they call it like a natural finish, and I think that's great because it works for like everybody. And when I'm doing like weddings and things like that, that's the finish that most people want. Maybe they do want a really like matte finish. Well, I can use other products to create that effect, but I still can keep this as my main foundation. Becca Cosmetics, way to wow me. I'm not really sure what shade I am right now. I was really tan in May, and now I'm not really that tan anymore. Ugh, it was so short-lived. I'll let you guys see this on camera because I want you to just see how amazing this foundation is. There are 24 shades, like I said, so another reason I love this as far as offering it with my artistry is that I have full confidence ultimate confidence. I have full confidence that I'm gonna have everyone's shade. I'm gonna prep my skin. A lot of you guys have seen me use this before, but it's the Becca First Light Priming Filter, and it's my fave. Any kind of skin type will be great for this primer. If you're oily, combination, dry, whatever, everything's great. But what I like to do with this is I like to focus it right under my eyes. I feel like it makes me look very awake even when I'm very sleepy. Okay, I think we'll do Buttercup. So all you need is like half a pump with this. Gosh, it goes such a long way. That is one of the many things I love about it, is that I feel like I'm never gonna run out of this stuff. I always do is put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna dab it around. And then for the rest of my makeup, I'm going to be using some of the other PR stuff I've received lately, so that we can just, you know, combine all this. Okay, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. Remember, always a damp beauty blender. Man, I'm pale. I'm mad about this. Okay, Buttercup looks really good on me. I need to stop using Noisette because in this natural light, it's really spot on. I was using Olive when I was really dark, and I think I used tan, the shade tan, for like a minute. Way too dark for me, but I was really trying. They say that it is obviously like a 24-hour foundation. Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation. It is water resistant, transfer proof, hydrating, 24-hour wear, oil-free, natural finish. I agree with all of these things. 24-hour Ultimate Coverage concealers. Look at all those shades, 16 shades. Really amazing. Get all day camouflage and blur with the water resistant, once again, full coverage concealer that instantly camouflages under eye dark circles, blemishes, and discoloration while smoothing skin's texture. Look at this finger. The weightless formula helps maintain skin's natural moisture balance and effortlessly blends into skin for a smooth, satin, and even finish. I agree. I have no self-control, and when a PR package comes in, I immediately like open it and I'm like, ugh. And if I have time, I'll put it on Insta story, but then most of the time I'm gonna like immediately pull out my shade and be like, oh, I need to try this. So, okay, this one is Banana. I'm going to actually use this on my under eyes. I'm gonna use Caramel as my concealer to cover blemishes because it's a little bit darker. And just a tip, if you're trying to cover like blemishes, the concealer you're gonna use under your eyes is gonna usually be a little bit lighter than what you would put on blemishes, because think about it, you're adding brightness here, but when you're using a concealer for a blemish, you actually need it to be like a tad darker than your foundation. A tad, not like a whole shade, just a little bit darker, because you're wanting to cover. And if you're gonna use something that would otherwise illuminate, like right here, that's gonna illuminate your blemish. So I actually have like two kinds of concealers, so one for under eyes and one for blemishes. And you know, if my skin's being really good, I might not actually use the blemish one, but like I have all these little babies right here, and I'm just gonna doesn't take very much, I'm just gonna tap on these little guys. I have some sunspots. Dab, dab, dab. What I like about this concealer is that it's kind of tacky. Not that kind of tacky. It's kind of tacky in that it's a little sticky, but in the best way possible. So anytime I've used water resistant, a little bit there. Anytime I've used like water, Harvey, hey, stop! What are you doing? Be rude. Oh yeah, what I was saying was I really like these concealers that are a little bit tacky, because I've noticed they just stay on really well, and especially when you're doing stuff under eyes. And if they have a little bit of stickiness, I feel like they're a little bit more moisturizing, and then I feel like they stay on and they don't crease up under my eyes as much. So I really appreciate that. So let's see if you guys can kind of see. Yeah, so it's like I don't even need like an under eye brightener with this concealer. It's so full coverage that it really does the job well. This is a great concealer because I really think if like you're having a good skin day, you could just wear concealer and then a little bit of powder, and like it blends so well, it covers really well, and it doesn't take very much product to move around. This retails for $29. Anytime you're using like a heavy amount of concealer, you want to set your under eyes. I'm actually using a little bit of Airspun under my eyes for this. It smells like your grandma, but you're gonna love it. I mean, maybe you like the way your grandma smells. I'm gonna dab it on those places that I really packed in the concealer and just keep that all secure. All right, let's take a quick break for a second, and I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup because I've kind of messed it up in this process, so stand by. Okay, so for this next part of the video, I'm going to be using another little collection. I'm gonna be using the Becca Cosmetics and Chrissy Teigen Endless Summer collection. Amazing. It's so good. Look at that, look at that packaging. Ah, it's so good. When I got this box, I was so excited because you get it like this, you know, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so good. Wait, but how do you open it? And I'm like prying at all the edges. She came out with, let's see, 5 products. The first one, this one's really cool, and I love just innovative products, like things that are just a little bit different. I feel like it sets these companies apart. But this is the Glow Body Oil. I did post some pictures on this about my feed, and I'm gonna just show you how I use it. So what I do is I just dab on like that. It has a really light scent, but it smells so good. So kind of smooth it on like that, and then I'll take it in my hands and I'll just kind of do that and get it all over. And I know the bottle makes it look like it's like you're putting on a bunch of gold. I mean, it's not. Like, I'm pretty tan, and even if I wasn't, it's not like I'd get a big orange sheen or anything. Or I mean, it looks really beautiful and natural. This has like a little bit of some glitter in it, but it doesn't look glittery on the skin. It just looks really pretty. So sometimes I do little bit like this, almost make it like a fragrance. I'll put it on my neck. Anyways, that's how I use it, and it's really cool. I like this product. It does make me feel like summer's never gonna end because I'm like, oh, winter time, I'm wearing my glow oil. Okay, the next one I'm really excited about because I've actually never had one of the Becca Cosmetics like gradient palettes or whatever. So like they have like a gradient bronzer. I've never used that before, and they just have a few like little gradient products that are really cool. Have a bunch of shades, so you can kind of see that. It's got like a little pinky, almost like a pinky blush highlighter, a true highlight at the top, and this one's a little bit more like, reminds me of Moonstone, their shade Moonstone. It doesn't have a lot of gold, but doesn't have a lot of like the icy pearl either. And the bottom, it's normally probably a little bit dark for me, but I don't feel like, I've used this like a bronzer and it's really not that dark. I'm gonna use the Big Daddy kind of dab in there. And I'm gonna use it around my face, around like the temple area, forehead. Really should use it like around the perimeter of your face because it makes it look a lot more natural. Ooh, this is dark on me. You don't just get a tan right here, you get it like all over. So you want to hit where like the sun would naturally hit you. Yeah, okay, this actually really isn't that dark. You just can't go too heavy-handed on it. Now we're gonna do the pink one, and this can be kind of like our blush. Usually I would do a lot of blush because I like blush, but let me do not a ton today just so you can actually see what's going on here. Try not to be so extra. Soft amount of color, not too crazy. I'll go up on that little highlight one. This one I really like. So we'll go on the nose. We'll go top of the cheeks, right around the eyebrows, kind of like in a C motion. Whew, yeah, and okay, I'm only using this for like the rest of my face, and it's definitely like enough, you know? Yeah, that is called the Endless Bronze and Glow. Really beautiful. Thanks, Chrissy. That one's $38. The glow oil is $42. I think my favorite one of this is the BeccaXChrissy Glow Gloss. 3 shades: Beach Nectar, Malibu Soleil, and Beach Bum. So this one is Beach Bum Warm Sandy Pink. This one is Beach Nectar, and it's a neutral berry infused with a hint of light-catching pearl. I agree. And then this one, my favorite one, is the Malibu Soleil, and this is a mauve rose. And like, look at the way the light hits that. It's so pretty. So I want to do the Beach Nectar and then do a little bit of the Malibu Soleil on top of it. Okay, and then I'm gonna just top this one with a little bit of the Malibu. Who am I kidding? Let's do all 3. A little bit of the Beach Bum. We'll just do a little bit in the center. Wow, this is closer than you've ever wanted to be, right? But yeah, that's the finished look. I love all of the light that you're getting with these products. Just so pretty. Oof. Also, I got my hair cut. Ooh. You guys told me to chop it and I did it. I cut off like 3 inches, but you know, who's counting? Not me. Just kidding, I am. So, BeccaXChrissy, really awesome collection. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. I'm gonna be doing a couple more of these over the next few days, so keep watching, stay tuned, turn on your notifications, yada yada yada. And if you'd like to see more of this, then subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at my_a_list. And I will be seeing you guys soon.